And then when you're done with your speech,
Kind of just a
Good morning and welcome to National Philanthropy Day 2020. My name is Trisha Ray Stancato and I am the president of the Association of Fundraising Professionals here on the First Coast. The AFP First Coast chapter represents more than 160 fundraising professionals serving more than 90 local nonprofit organizations. Our mission is to advance the ethical philanthropy through education, peer support, and advocacy. It is safe to say that 2020 has been an unforgettable year. We faced challenges here on the First Coast many of us couldn't have imagined, but we've done it with grace and with our neighbors in mind. Today, we come together to honor those who exemplified the spirit of philanthropy this year. Your participation in today's event helps us achieve our mission, providing quality professional development opportunities to fundraising professionals. Membership to AFP affords fundraising professionals access to workshops and resources on topics and practices important to the donor-nonprofit partnership. While these opportunities may look a little different this year, the lessons learned are more critical than ever. National Philanthropy Day is an opportunity to recognize the exceptional donors, volunteers, and professionals whose gifts of time, expertise, and resources contribute significantly to the quality of life in our community. Thank you for all that you do. Before I introduce today's MC, I want to pay my respects to a few community leaders we've lost this year. Would you all please take a moment to join me in honoring Janet Owens, Bob Shercliffe, Dr. Fran Kinney, and Bill Gay, and their contributions to our community. With more than 20 years in broadcasting, Kent Justice is an admired news anchor, political reporter, and the host of WJXT's This Week in Jacksonville. In addition to his years in broadcasting, Kent has dedicated time to many different nonprofits, helping make our community a better place. Please join me in welcoming Kent Justice to introduce this year's award winners.
Thank you very much. It is good to be here with you, and I'll tell you what, I'm honored to be your MC for today's celebration. I've been part of this the last several years, and it is always an amazing event. It's such a rare history in our community, and Northeast Florida is fortunate to have so many dedicated individuals and businesses committed to improving life for us and for our friends and for our neighbors. So thanks to each of you joining us today for making our community better every day. So today we celebrate and we recognize the achievements of friends, colleagues, business leaders, and organizations sharing our local philanthropy. Before we recognize the first award winner, I want to tell you a little bit about the process that led to choosing these 6 deserving award recipients. Each AFP member organization is given the opportunity to nominate an organization or individual for one of today's awards. It's important to note that in order to have an impartial judging panel, these nominations are sent to a partner AFP chapter for scoring. And it is an extraordinary group of winners again this year. So right now, we're going to start with the awards. Our first award is for Outstanding Champion of Diversity. It goes to a business, corporation, or a corporate foundation that demonstrates outstanding commitment through financial support and encouragement and motivations of others to take leadership roles toward philanthropy and community involvement. The First Coast chapter of AFP and Sulzbacher Center are proud to recognize Don't Miss a Beat.
So when Sulzbacher Village opened 2.5 years ago, Ulysses Owens from Don't Miss a Beat contacted us. As he saw around the world, there were many in different cultures. The children had so much more exposure to the arts. And so he just really felt called to come back to Jacksonville and work with our disadvantaged communities and our children to bring art and music into their life as a reality. Our Early Learning Center is actually a therapeutic early learning center with trauma-informed overlay. So he came in with the music and arts program, and he's been doing that for 2 years with our youngest children, exposing them at a very early age to music. Our older kids, our school-age kids, have been going to the Don't Miss a Beat camp in the summer for the last couple of years. There they are exposed to art and music. They also infuse academics in that program. And it's important to note that in Florida, our public school system has really stripped the arts out of the school system in the last couple of decades. So that's why it's so important, especially in our disadvantaged areas, that children be exposed to art and music. So imagine being an African American child here in Jacksonville, Florida, never recognizing your true gift, which might be the gift of music, that might be the gift of art, and being able to recognize that through a wonderful role model of Ulysses Owens. Imagine that Ulysses didn't come into their life and they never, ever recognized that skill and that talent and that gift. That would be a real tragedy. So thank you, Ulysses, and your family over at Don't Miss a Beat. I think it's particularly important with where we are in 2020, the work that you're doing with our African American children here in Jacksonville, Florida, allowing them to realize their dreams is a true blessing. So thank you so much and congratulations.
And accepting the award for Don't Miss a Beat is Ulysses Owens Jr.
Hello everyone, I'm Ulysses Owens Jr. and I'm the Artistic Director at Don't Miss a Beat. We are so honored to receive the Champion for Diversity Award for the National Philanthropy Day celebration. It is an honor for us at Don't Miss a Beat to be awarded as such. When we started our organization over 12 to 13 years ago, we had one desire, and that was to utilize the arts as a bridge to a better life for what we call At Hope Youth. At Hope Youth is the term that we love because I don't believe, and we don't believe in at-risk or undeserved or underserved, right? I don't believe in that. Our children have to have a positive projection and narrative over their lives because we believe as you speak over someone's life, that's what they have the ability to become. Our partner, Sulzbacher Village, they nominated us, and we're so honored to work with them via our Creatively Young program, which is introducing the arts for toddlers. And in terms of advice, I would say for those that really want to get into this work, first you have to understand what is that burden? What is that thing that is really waning on your heart and your spirit that you want to serve the community with? Because you have to have a burden and really that idea that how am I going to change the world? The second thing that we believe at Don't Miss a Beat is a quote I heard many years ago, which is motivate people for their reasons, not yours. As you seek to motivate the community or an environment or children or whomever it is you want to positively impact for their reasons and not yours, you get to really tap into the heart of the matter. And at Don't Miss a Beat, we really believe in taking care of the needs of the whole child, which also involves adults and again, the families in the community. So again, we're so honored to be acknowledged. We are going to continue to do the work because, though we love being acknowledged, we know that some days you may not be acknowledged for the work. And so we're committed to a higher purpose and a higher cause. But it is great to have you all say, hey, we see you and we want to let you know we value you. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Our community thanks you. Our staff, our executive team thanks you. God bless each and every one of you.
That is so impressive. On a personal note, boy, music education made such a profound impact on me as a youngster. I know that's going to make a difference. Again, congratulations to Don't Miss a Beat and keep it up. The next award we're talking about, the Outstanding Corporation Award. It's presented to a corporation which has demonstrated the true spirit of supporting their community, not just by providing jobs for citizens, but also through giving back to the community and encouraging their employees to do the same. AFP, together with Children's Home Society of Florida, honors Southeast Toyota Distributors and JM Family Enterprises, Inc. as the 2020 Outstanding Corporation.
Southeast Toyota Distributors and JM Family Enterprises has been very instrumental in the work that we do at CHS. They first got their start with us through our event called Caring Chefs. From there, it just moved on and on. They've helped us with our programs at Ed White, our community partnership school. The holiday drive is so important to CHS. They've helped over 3,000 children at CHS. They've partnered with CHS for 10 years now. They have also helped with Family Support Warm Line. The Family Support Warm Line truly helped us throughout this pandemic. It's a hard time for everyone right now, and CHS is being at the forefront of really being the leaders in helping children and their families so they can call the Warm Line and get help. right away. There's a clinician who will be right there on site, whether they call or they can text. It's a really helpful situation, and they were so instrumental in helping with that. Thank you, Southeast Toyota Distributors and the JM Family Enterprises for your $5,000 donation towards our Family Support One line. Congratulations, Southeast Toyota Distributors and the JM Family Enterprises on your award.
Doing great work there. And accepting the award for Southeast Toyota Distributors and JM Family Enterprises is Casey Gunnell Jr.
Southeast Toyota Distributors and JM Family Enterprises are honored to be recognized as this year's Outstanding Corporation. Because of our founder, Jim Moran, our company has always believed in the power of giving back to the communities in which we live and work. We have more than 4,400 associates throughout North America who carry on that incredible legacy through volunteerism and charitable giving. And today, as I accept this award, I represent the 743 associates right here at our 3 Jacksonville operations. We salute our fellow honorees and are so proud to join so many of you who give your time, talents, and resources to help improve the quality of life of so many in North Florida. We also like to thank our partner and friends at Children's Home Society, who work so hard every single day to empower children to reach their full potential, and all the amazing organizations who work tirelessly to strengthen our community. Thank you for this incredible honor.
Congratulations again. The Outstanding Foundation Award is given to a foundation which has not only shown leadership in giving to our community's local nonprofits, but also in providing guidance to our local agencies on how to make the best impact on those we serve through the use of that support. AFP and Ascension St. Vincent's Foundation are proud to recognize Florida's First Coast Relief Fund as the 2020 Outstanding Foundation.
Florida's First Coast Relief Fund is an amazing partnership between the Community Foundation of Northeast Florida, the Jesse Ball DuPont Fund, the United Way of Northeast Florida, United Way of St. Johns County, and the Jewish Federation and Foundation of Northeast Florida. It's an incredible partnership of people that came together and started awarding grants right in March of 2020. This fund helped Ascension St. Vincent's Foundation and many other local nonprofits continue doing its important work helping the people in this community. The Mobile Health Outreach Ministry has been so important for the community, especially now when we provide services to the underserved and the uninsured. Our need for services has really grown, and it's been so important for us to continue this work in the community. Florida's First Coast Relief Fund has awarded an incredible $5.3 million to 113 nonprofit organizations just this year between March and August. It's helped all of us nonprofits in the community provide important things for people such as food, housing, financial support, and healthcare. On behalf of the Ascension St. Vincent's Foundation and the more than 100 other nonprofits that benefited from this amazing fund, thank you. Thank you for being here for our community, for supporting us. We so appreciate you, and congratulations.
What an impact they've made in just these months since the pandemic arrived in March, and really incredible work. Please join me in watching remarks from Rosie Melendez from United Way of Northeast Florida.
It's truly a privilege and an honor to be here accepting this award today with my amazing colleagues. Together we navigated some unprecedented times and unknown territory. Collectively we put in hours to ensure that our community's needs were addressed. We want to first express our heartfelt thanks to the many individuals, companies, and foundations, along with the City of Jacksonville, who donated more than $5.3 million to address the immediate needs of our community. This relief fund was originally created as a crisis fund to respond to hurricane. Who knew we would need to respond to a pandemic? Thankfully, the donations from our individuals and companies allowed us to support more than 113 agencies who are in the front lines every day, still today, assisting the neighbors and our citizens in the crisis for COVID. Thank you also to Ascension St. Vincent's Foundation for this amazing nomination. We know that collectively we can do amazing things together, and we hope that we continue to work to ensure that our neighbors' needs are met and addressed as we move forward in these unprecedented times.
Again, congratulations and great work, outstanding work to the First Coast Relief Fund. They made adjustments because of what was happening in our community. Well, we've made some adjustments as well. New to our awards this year, the Outstanding Pandemic Response Award. It highlights an individual, corporation, or a nonprofit organization for the response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Ascension St. Vincent's Foundation, along with AFP, are delighted to present this award to Ascension St. Vincent's.
The Ascension Medical Group St. Vincent's team worked around the clock over a weekend to open the very first testing site right here in Jacksonville on March 17th. At that location, we've provided 13,000 COVID-19 tests to the community. We have also expanded our virtual care through Ascension Online Care. And lastly, thanks to our many generous donors who reached out to us, we established a brand new fund called Mission Plus that helped us continue our important work throughout this pandemic. Our Mission Plus fund has raised over $300,000 thanks to over 100 different donors. It's helped us in a few different ways throughout this pandemic. First, it's helped us continue our mobile health outreach ministry. It's a mobile doctor's office on wheels that drives all across Northeast Florida, providing free primary and preventive care to people, allowing them to manage their care away from the hospitals during this time. We were also able to purchase personal protective equipment for our community members, which has been so wonderful. Lastly, Mission Plus funds have been used to support and recognize our caregivers as a way to say thank you for caring for us. Thanks to the Mission Plus Fund, we have reactivated our Employee Assistance Program. We have distributed more than $171,000 to over 400 of our associates. Those funds have been used to help them during this difficult time, making sure they can pay their rent, mortgages, groceries even, utility bills. It's been so important to make sure that they have a stable home environment so that they can come to work. Everything we do at Ascension St. Vincent's is guided by our mission. This is all made possible thanks to our leaders, our physicians, our associates, volunteers, and supporters. It is our privilege to be here to support this community.
And accepting the Outstanding Pandemic Response Award for Ascension St. Vincent's is Virginia Hall.
I'm Virginia Hall, president of the Ascension St. Vincent's Foundation. On behalf of the entire team at Ascension St. Vincent's, thank you so much for this recognition and the support of the work we do in our community. It's really a tribute to the amazing work our caregivers always do, but especially have done during the COVID-19 pandemic. It's important that we all come together to do what we can and protect ourselves and each other from COVID-19. Which in turn helps our first responders and essential workers, including all of our associates at Ascension St. Vincent's. I also want to take a moment to thank the generous donors and friends of Ascension St. Vincent's. Without your care and compassion, we could not provide access to care in the community for those who need it the most. Thank you again for this recognition and the support of the community for Ascension St. Vincent's. God bless and thank you.
And aren't those great images to see heroes work here? The images of those healthcare experts in costumes. Really appreciate what you have done for us during this time of crisis. The Outstanding Philanthropist Award is presented to an individual or family which exemplifies philanthropy in our community through their generosity, advocacy, and volunteer leadership. United Way of Northeast Florida, Cathedral Arts Project, Catholic Charities, and Wolfson Children's Hospital, along with AFP, are honored today to recognize Frank and Marisa Martiri as this year's Outstanding Philanthropists.
I had the great fortune to meet Frank in 2014 when I was the incoming president of United Way and he was our incoming board chair. And through that partnership, I had the opportunity to then get to know Marisa. And Frank and Marisa are two of the best people I've ever had the chance to meet.
The Martyris have been instrumental in helping the Cathedral Arts Project to expand our reach to serve more children. They are such champions for children and arts education. Their heart for children is palpable to anyone who's in their presence. And Marisa and Frank are also numbers people. They're very goal-oriented, and they readily embrace fundraising challenges, which is probably why each of the 3 years they chaired our Angels of the Arts campaign, they broke records.
They were interested in doing something significant, and our neurology program really didn't have any support. It was a great program, great physicians, but it really didn't have support to take it really to the next level.
Frank and Marisa have supported Catholic Charities as volunteers and advocates for 4 years. Not only did they support our event as honorary chairs virtually, they inspired others to give, just like them. This year, we had our Feed a Family campaign held virtually, and they joined a virtual room full of supporters, raising a record-breaking $175,000 to feed our families.
The latest gift that they've given to us is $1 million gift. We're pretty excited about this gift because it is to support the new neuro intensive care unit for the Children's Hospital, which we've not had one before, and it'll be part of our new critical care tower. They really get it within the context of for their grandchildren. And they really thought about how they didn't want recognition for themselves, they wanted recognition for them.
They exemplify what it means to love mercy and do justice and walk humbly, all in an effort to bring our world a little closer to God's world.
Frank and Marisa, congratulations on this much-deserved recognition. Catholic Charities is so proud of the work that you do in providing light in the darkest times for our clients. And we can't thank you enough for the support that you provide for our community to make it a better place. Thank you.
Frank and Marisa, I can't congratulate you any more than probably this crowd would, but I want to tell you how heartfelt and thankful we are for you to be part of our community and for your support of the Children's Hospital and the children who will use those services now and in decades to come. And it's because of you and your caring giving that really has made a difference for those children. Thanks.
Marisa and Frank, congratulations to 2 of my favorite people in the world. Your glad and generous hearts are an inspiration.
Frank and Marisa, on behalf of so many people you've touched, many of whom you'll never know, of our staff and our board, congratulations on this most deserved recognition.
Congratulations indeed. And we want you to hear now from Frank and Marisa as they accept today's award.
Marisa and I are honored and humbled to be receiving this award. In fact, we know that there's other people much more deserving than us, so thank you very much. You know, during these uncertain times, you tend to want to internalize things and to look back as opposed to forward and say, you know what, I need to take care of my family, I have a lot of obligations and all. But then you realize, you know, this is a time more than ever that we need to help other people. And this is what we need to be doing to reach out to others. And that's what we try to do the best we can. Marisa?
Yes, well, we feel it's our privilege to be able to help our community. I mean, we live here, so we should support each other. And I think all of us need to do as much as we could for all of us so that our community is always strong and vibrant. Thank you.
And, you know, we have a very simple philosophy, and that's make a difference in someone's life, one person at a time. And that's what we try to do, and I'm sure that's what each and every one of you do. Thank you, please, and stay safe.
Yeah, incredible inspiration right there from Frank and Marisa. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. Our last award today, the Small Business Award, recognizes a business with fewer than 100 employees that demonstrates philanthropic commitment while motivating others to take leadership roles toward philanthropy and community involvement. Children's Home Society of Florida joins AFP to recognize the law offices of Phillips and Hunt as the 2020 Outstanding Small Business Award recipient. And after this video, you're going to hear from John Phillips and Matthew Hunt.
Well, Phillips and Hunt, they are a treasure in our community. but most particularly to CHS, and they support many families in Northeast Florida. Tailgating for a Cause is a very fun event put on by Phillips & Hunt. The party's done at the Duval House, and for the ticket price, you bring a toy, you bring a gift for a child. Tailgating for a Cause, it helps about 3,000 children for CHS to enjoy a Christmas, and also for those kids who are on Kenlight Drive. I'll tell you, they've donated over $30,000 worth of toys for our Christmas toy drive for our children. In Northeast Florida, Children's Home Society, we've really have moved to a level where we're helping children in all walks of their life. From the moment they grow, from school to behavioral health, we are just there for every need that the child has to make the child whole again. I applaud Phillips & Hunt for all that they do for our community. Congratulations to the law offices of Phillips & Hunt.
Thank you so much to the AFP, to Children's Home Society. Matt, look at this thing. Beautiful. Made by students at Jacksonville University. It's just beautiful to actually follow a guy named Justice. Like it's amazing. Look, we are in, people have said it, we are in unprecedented times. But that doesn't mean we can't try to find the spirit of giving, even if that giving is just kindness, even if it is just, a unitary moment. We've got to try to do more, and that's kind of been our firm philosophy.
Yeah, we just want to say thank you very much. Tagline at the firm has been that we are committed to justice, but we're also committed to the community that we live in. So we're going to continue to try to give back and help out and better the community that we're in. Thank you so much.
That's good to have some artwork and hardware at the same time that you get to take with you. Congratulations. And I'll tell you what, it is an honor to be part of what we're doing here. Certainly to lead today's celebration, but I'm just so proud to live in a community where philanthropy, where generosity is at the forefront, especially in a time of crisis like we've had in the year 2020. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's event. I'll see you all very soon. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Elizabeth Watson, who chaired today's event.
Thank you, Kent, and thank you for emceeing today's event. We are so grateful to have the opportunity to honor these amazing individuals and businesses and to recognize the strong work of our local nonprofits. Today's event was certainly made possible by a group of generous sponsors. Thank you to the Community Foundation for Northeast Florida, to CSX, JM Family Enterprises, Lucy Gooding Charitable Foundation, Resident Community News Group, Sight and Sound Productions, Thomas M. and Irene Kerbo Charitable Foundation, the University of North Florida, and WJCT for making today happen. Additionally, we recognize today's virtual table honorees. These boards and donors have been chosen by nonprofit organizations, and their names also appear in today's electronic program. Please check it out. Thank you all for participating in today's event. At this time, I would like to recognize the volunteer leaders who planned this year's event. The AFP members that serve on this committee began their planning early in 2020. Thank you all for your flexibility and your creativity in planning a virtual event. Finally, we are proud to announce that today's award winners will be featured in this year's issue of Circles magazine. Here to share more about the forthcoming issue is publisher Seth Williams.
Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in today. My name is Seth Williams, and I'm the co-publisher of the Resident News Group and Circles magazine, along with my wife, Pamela. I also want to recognize our outstanding staff for their hard work. We're proud to be here today. Let me first start by thanking the incredible effort that's gone into the preparations and presentation today on behalf of the Association of Fundraising Professionals of our North Florida chapter. It consists of membership that exhibits the very best in ethics, professionalism, and downright hard work on behalf of thousands of nonprofit organizations. Thank you for your determination and perseverance. With that being said, it's important to make note of the trying times we're all going through, but not to dwell on the difficulties and the worst of it, but the best of it. What I like to refer to as the silver lining that gives us hope, strength, and the will to push through a trying period in our history. Donors, volunteers, and the staffs of nonprofits have stepped up, stepped in, and have thwarted much of the deep impacts brought on by this current pandemic. People are experiencing difficulties at a higher level than ever in our nation, more importantly, right here in our local community. And when times get tough, the tough stepped up and the tough stepped in. And that's exactly what you have heard today. The stories of triumph and success, stories of people overcoming great odds to succeed through the help of others. Recognizing these moments, milestones, and programs that lighten loads, build better futures, and help raise the spirits of each one of us are what matters most. By tuning in, turning off the noise in our day-to-day that seek to derail our spirits with negativity, today is a day of positivity and recognition of good works. Today is a day to be thankful as we head to the holidays. It is always a great day when we celebrate philanthropy, the consideration of one man or woman has for another. It's simply amazing that we can do when we take care of each other through love, compassion, and understanding. It's with honor and great pleasure that I'm here before you today to announce our debut of the 6th annual Circles magazine, our news group's publication that's dedicated entirely to the nonprofit sector and our city's great landscape of charitable individuals, companies, and organizations. Our magazine has been delayed but never defeated in its production. I wanted to share a sneak peek of the cover, which brings a bit of today's current climate to the forefront. While it's simply not focusing just on the glamour and glitz enjoyed at fundraisers and events, the magazine plays a role in enlightening donors and professionals of all walks. It tells the stories of growth, strength, and fortitude, missions that matter and impact others to create a better tomorrow. It's a resource of invaluable proportions. We hope you get a copy in hand this year, and we'll do our very best to do so for you. So please, ask us how you can get one. Visit circlescharityregister.com, our website. Again, that's circlescharityregister.com. We're preparing to put magazines in hands across our region. So fill out the forms available, update your information for your nonprofit, and keep us posted about what's going on in our community. We're all better when we work together. If you have an interest in marketing your business, nonprofit, or foundation, please also let us help you to do so. With COVID setting us back, really setting us all back, we're going to have opportunities to engage and support the work we're doing to deliver an outstanding publication that has a massive impact when you consider the multiplier effect of our stories and shared data and more. It's a publication with purpose. Advertising drives the dialogue, so we appreciate every bit of support. We're eternally grateful. We hope you'll join us in this year, and we wish everyone a happy holiday and an even brighter 2020. Thank you, have a wonderful day, and please stay in touch.
Thank you, Seth. We love reading Circles magazine every year. Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah McMillan, co-chair of today's event. I hope you've all enjoyed today's program. I want to recognize WJCT and Rich Connor for producing today's recognition videos. Our longtime partnership with WJCT is treasured, and the videos produced get better every year. We would also like to thank Brian Fruss at Jacksonville University and his students for handmaking this year's awards. Finally, we would like to thank you all for tuning in to today's event. We are hopeful to see you all next year to celebrate National Philanthropy Day 2021 in person. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.